Well, just about everything's totally digital now, but I was just given another 2 1/4 camera just today. I got this one, was given to me in Newfoundland. This is a 1957 Rolleiflex, the Rollei Magic 2, which is a built-in electronic light meter. There's a selenium cell here. Thing is, you know, in your digital camera, you got a little chip in there that'll hold thousands and thousands of pictures. But here, I've got a roll of film, and this is a roll of Ilford HP5, and you can tell from the wrapper, this is pretty old. This is from back in the day. So I'm going to put this is HP5, I'm going to put that one in the Rollei. And this is Verichrome Pan, which is a slower fine-grained black and white film. This is from 1980. It's been kept in a freezer for a long time. It was given to me by another friend. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the roll of film in a little wrapper like that. And you have to get this open. Back in school we used to pay, I think 50 cents a roll for this film. It's a lot more money now to buy it. And you get it. But don't forget, with this camera you're going to get 12 pictures on this roll. You won't get any 2,000 exposures. So we open the bottom of the camera. There's a little thing here. You turn that. This little lever opens up. And this is the take-up roll. So we have to put the film, goes in the bottom of the camera. I haven't never loaded this camera before. But we pull this. Put the roll wrong way, put it in like this. No, I was right. Goes in like this. That little knob has to go back in again. Okay, so there's the roll of film here. Now what we have to do is tear off this little paper thing. Don't leave that in the camera because you're going to get trouble. Bring that up here. And then this goes right into here on the take-up. It's very hard to see. Slides right in here. Help if I had more light, but you don't want more light on your film, believe me. So you put that in there. Hold it in there nice and even with your fingers. And turn that. And there's little red dots here where we have to line up a little mark. See this arrow coming up? We bring that arrow up in line with there. Close the camera. Turn it like this. Hit the lock. Now you're ready to go. And you just, I was turning the focus. You just turn this. Okay, we're at number 1. So, when you're out you have a sports finder on these cameras like this, so you can look through it like this. But when you want to focus, how does this release? You have to look down here and adjust your focus. When you're ready, you cock the shutter and take the picture. You have to set the exposure manually with this one. There's no built-in light meter. Now, we're going to take this away. We're going to get out the Rollei. This is the Rollei Magic. I love this one. This is really nice. This is the one that came to me with some exposed film with it. And it's got a gear-driven film winder, so you're not winding and winding and winding with it. Now we slip this open and open this. Now you see here, here's the supply spool here. We push the little lever here. There's a little lever that you push in. And that lets you get this out. Then we put it in on the top, on the take-up. And you push this lever, and it's in there. Okay, so now that's in there. Now we take our HP5, which is the 400 ISO Ilford film. Now my friend David Boyes is coming back from Florida. Dave's older gentleman, older than me even, can you imagine? He's about 90 something, and Dave and I are going to go out Mennonite hunting. And we've got a lot of friends out in Roxor that'll let us photograph them. They not only let us photograph them, they'll feed us lunch and take really good care of us. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Oh my, this is stuck right on here. This seems like it might have gotten damp at some point. I hope it's okay. I'll try and get this off. I don't like leaving that on. Yeah, that's not good. Not a good sign at all. Now we'll bring this up and put it into the take-up spool. This Ilford film is actually seems a little easier to load than the, and once again we got to crank it. Okay, there's the red dot right there. Line it up on the red dot. See, all the cameras are a little different. And then we just, and you're ready. Now this one you don't have to cock the shutter. It's ready to shoot right away. And this, I already have this one set for 400 ISO on the light meter. With this one I'm going to have to use a different light meter. The focusing hood is the very same on both cameras. Well, very similar anyway. Like when you pop that in, put this, have the sports finder, and you just squeeze this a little top, and it pops up and ready to go. Same thing with this one. So both cameras are loaded. We're ready. We're going to take them out in the country, and when we get back, I'm going to process the film, and we'll make some prints. We'll make some scans, we'll make some digital prints, and we'll make some silver prints, because the darkroom is almost ready to go. I've been working on it for longer than I care to admit. So that's how you load 2 1/4 film. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is put some film in my Leica. I've got some 35mm film too from 1980s. This is my Leica bag. This has been with me for a long time. Now, in here, well, let's open up the front compartment first and see what we've got in here. My little tabletop tripod isn't here, but that's very handy. Got the polarizing filter here, lens hood for the 21mm, the finder for the 21mm. This is a really nice piece. This is for wide angle viewing, so you can see what you're going to get with the super wide lens. Now in here, with Noctilux lens, the 50mm f1.0 lens. It's a wonderful lens. It's made for Stanley Kubrick, this design for shooting in low light. Just a super outfit. I really love shooting with this camera. Got the Canadian-made motor drive on here, and the Noctilux lens. It's great for fast shooting in the dark. Now, I've got inside here, hidden underneath, you've got your 90mm f2 lens. It's a 90mm f2, and integral lens hood in that. And the 21mm lens right here. And then coupled together, a lot of people don't use this lens, is the 135mm with the bug eyes. That's good for focusing. And then the 35mm 1.4 Summilux. That's a 1.4 Summilux. The Noctilux is an f1. And over here, the very first Leica I ever bought, the M-4 Leica. What a beauty. I love this one. Let's just put this lens on it just for why not. And that's what it looks like. It's a pretty unusual outfit, but it actually works. You can focus. It's a nice quiet camera. And it's got the MR light meter, which I've converted. I put a Schottky diode in there so I can use the newer batteries in there. The other batteries were rendered illegal because of the mercury and something like that. Now the thing is, with this camera, we've got to put some film in there, and I was gifted some film that had been in a freezer for a very long time. I just loaded the 2 1/4 cameras. Now I'm going to load the FP4 into the Leica. So you just unwrap this. It's in a just a tin foil sort of package, and the tang comes out of the film like this a bit. And to put film in the Leica, you have to take the bottom off of the Leica. And if it's been a long time since you put film in the camera, it's a good thing they put a little picture for you how to put the film in, so you don't forget. Because this is the only camera that I know of that you load like this. Put the film in through the bottom like that, and it goes into there, there's a little 3-prong take-up spool. Now you put the bottom back on the camera, like that, put that down, and you take this, and you go once, and twice. I can see the film's already moving, it's working great. You just tighten this up a bit, because you want to make sure that you're loaded. And we're loaded. And we're ready to go out and make our first exposures. Oh, it feels nice having this in my hands, especially with the old film that I used to shoot in college days. Conestoga College, I think we were paying 50 to 80 cents a roll for film, I think. Now I've got 125 ASA film in here. That's the FP4, and I got 400 speed in here. So we're going to go out and start shooting those pretty soon. It's going to be a lot of fun. So come on along, we're going to have some fun. We're going to go out in the country, we're going to take some exposures. It'll be great. We're going to use the polarizer. With the Leica polarizer, when you put it on, it's kind of magic, because the polarizer goes on the lens like this, and there's a little mark, P mark on here. Oh, it's a while since I've used these. I'm just trying to remember. Yeah, there's the P on it right there. That lines up with the dot on the camera. Now then, take this lens off. Just imagine it has its own binoculars built right into the lens. Now, we put the lens and the polarizer on the camera like that. When you want to check your polarizing effect, it flips up like that. You can adjust it. You get your polarizing focus, and you're ready to go. It's as simple as that. You're all set for 36 exposures. I know you got 3,600 exposures on your digital camera, and you don't have to wind the film, but this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this. I've been dreading making this video, but now that I've done the work, darkroom's almost ready to go. The thing about it, it's very expensive to buy chemistry now. I mean, wow, we used to pay $2.50 for Ductile Developer. It's like $25 now. You have to mix up a gallon of soup, and it's only going to last you for a month, 30 days, and it's ready to go down the drain again. And you'll be looking at least $100 to mix up the chemistry. So we're going to get on that. First we're going to go out and shoot the film, then we'll come back here and mix up the chemicals, and we'll see what we got. So keep on coming back. Thanks for visiting.